Welcome you back inside the Carleton Place Arena here for game number 2 between the Carleton Place Canadians and the Renfrew Timberwolves. Carleton Place striking first. Back on Sunday, they hold a 1-0 series lead. Here are your starting goaltenders for tonight. For Renfrew, it will be Lucas Cardi-Bilodeau, 06-born goaltender from Port Colborne, Ontario. Had a regular season record of 15-8-1. With a .292 goals against average, a .921 save percentage, and 2 shutouts. He also played the first game of the playoffs for Renfrew back on Sunday, where he led in 4 goals on 42 shots against. In the Carleton Place net, it will beat Charlie Larocque, play to a record of 6-2 in the regular season, with a .251 goals against average, and a .917 save percentage. In the playoffs so far, it's a .940 save percentage on the year. Early shot there, sent wide by Herrick. Puck comes to the blue line, to the boards up down the ice. Going to be picked up here by Dan Enright. Couldn't get to the puck, though. Now Devlin with a shot. That one got tipped up and out of play. Will get a whistle in the favor of Conrad, but still fantastic performance in the first round. The best performance out of any player. Now he's on the back wall trying to find the puck. Went down, got back up. Penalty coming up to Renfrew. Larocque gets to the bench, because there's attack on the ice. But Renfrew will find the puck. It's a cross-checking penalty that will go against the Timberwolves. So the league best power play in the regular season will get a chance to work, and they have been fantastic on the power play in the postseason as well. Back on Sunday. It draws to the left-hand side of the goaltender. Owen Devlin finds a pass to Begin. Now Begin on the line. Pass alone low. Now in front. Did he score? I think I might have gone off a Timberwolves. No, I think McCauley got the tip on that. Either way, Carleton Place strikes early here. And that's one that Cardi-Bilodeau was never going to get. So smart work there on the blue line by Jake Begin. He draws all the attention to him. And a very strong pass over to the corner. And a bit of a bumper play right there. Works to Carleton Place's gain. Jake Begin trying to get around Haggerty. Now over the line with a shot, and he scores! A laser with a shot, and it's 2-0 for Carleton Place. Jake Begin just lets one rip, and it goes right into the top left corner. A fantastic shot, and Carleton Place stacks them on here in the first period. Long pass, it hits its intended target. As over the line was Goodwin, but not too far over the line. Carleton wants a penalty. You're not going to find it now. A shot and a save made. And we will get a penalty. Just comes a bit late. As Goodwin is going to go off for a hooking. Second look at the man advantage. Only took them 15 seconds to score. Back on their first power play earlier on in the period. They had the shot lead 7-4 in the first period as well. In this 2-0 game, Owen Goodwin is off for hooking. Owen Devlin on the blue line. In low, now tip in front, they score again! Even faster that time! And McCauley's got 2. Goals scored very similarly too. Those were both bumper plays. This puck fired into the zone by Renfrew. Herrick trying to go to that puck, turns it over to Carleton Place, but Jackson can't get a shot off. Now a power play coming up to the Wolves. They'll get their first look with the man advantage here. The penalty is going to come from inside the Carleton Place zone. A major check into the corner. That'll be a penalty going against Renfrew. Puck fired into the corner. And renfrew will get to that puck as it's touched up by Jones. It's a cross-checking penalty going against renfrew. Go for the slot. Puck to Bergeron. No, up high hits Mullen. Back for Bergeron. Bergeron shoots and puts it wide. Mears behind the net. Tied up by Haggerty. Puck comes loose. It's still loose as they battle for it. And eventually found there by the goaltender, Cardi Bilodeau. He'll hold on as Graydon Mears is knocked down in his crease. And then Cardi Bilodeau gives Mears a push. 46 seconds remain here in the power play. Bilodeau's amount of saves made and sticks lost in the period is equal. Dollar on the back wall, hit hard. Puckins behind the net, picked up by Conan. That's a massive hit thrown there at the line. Big time check. Thrown by Adam Jones. Mears has a pass, Bergeron backhander. And the save is made by Cardi Bilodeau. Great save made off a great backhander by Bergeron as Herrick wants a piece of McCauley. Felt like McCauley got a bit too close to his netminder. Best chance of the period for either side. Now Jackson gets that puck over the line. Egan, a nice move over the player. But the play will be knocked away there by Trenholm. Tunnel Trenholm with the puck. Off the boards and gets it to neutral ice. Hurdle over the line. Got out-angled there by Enright. Trying to go back to the puck, knocked down by Hawthorne. Another big check by Cully. That save made, and Egan a bit slow to get back up to his feet after that massive check. Oh, and now we'll get some more here as Herrick trying to find someone left. Pierre will jump on Herrick. And we'll get some pushing and shoving here right beside the Carleton Place bench. Cully and Herrick trying to be separated on the linesman. It's Hurdle and Enright are also tangled up here away from everybody else. Cardi Bilodeau's trying to code LaRock into a fight here as Enright and Hurdle go down. Now, watch out as Goodwin is attacking LaRock and Trenholm, the first person to find him. And now Trenholm pushing down Goodwin, who crosses the line. Now the Zebras find out as Goodwin, completely unprovoked, goes after LaRock. Trenholm's the only person to figure it out, and now Trenholm and Goodwin are tied up. Goodwin trying to throw a punch here with his glove on. And we might have a messier situation. Cardi Bilodeau with his helmet off his head for no particular reason. And if that's me, I'm saying that's game for Goodwin. Absolutely no reason for that attack unless something went down we don't know about. But I think Owen Goodwin stepped over the line. No real reason to go after the goaltender. Cardi Bilodeau was actually somewhat aggressive to the other goaltender. And LaRock does not need to reciprocate that at all. Now Cardi Bilodeau and Zach Lapierre are face to face. And I think Lapierre, I can't read lips, but I can read facial language. I think Lapierre pointed Cardi Bilodeau back to the scoreboard behind him. That's really all that Carleton Place needs to say at this point in time. Cardi Bilodeau now yelling at Alex Bolnay. Bolnay is on the bench. May have had a word for him at some point. We'll wait to see what happens on the penalty boxes. Plenty of players are going to the penalty box here. I still think Goodwin should be in the dressing room right now, personally. Perhaps I'm overcorrecting the line on that statement, though. It's not every day you see a player skate down the ice to go send a push over to the opposing goaltender. I think there might be some people behind the net of Cardi Bilodeau giving him a harsh word or two. So we wait to find out what the penalties will look like. 12:51 still remaining here in the second frame. LaRock has been leaning on his crossbar motionless for the last 5 minutes. A pass into the slot knocked away and sent down the ice by renfrew. LaRock will put that puck to the boards, or actually over to Mullen. Penalty coming up, and to go against Carleton place. It's going to be an interference. It'll go against McCarthy as he ran into Kobalecki on the blue line. McCarthy will say, well, he ran into me, but he won't win that argument. It's the main force there. No, Joe Devlin trying to get it around one player. Kenny got to the puck. No, into the zone. Jackson trying to cut in and knocked down. Penalty coming up against Carleton place. Turn over the line, though. Mears lost the puck in his feet. Mears trying to go behind himself as Enright ate a massive check there by McCulley. And he'll take a penalty for it. It'll be a tripping call going against Carleton place. McCulley is not happy about it. This point per game pace already. This puck is fired down the ice. Jackson in the corner. Sent the puck right to Owen Devlin. And then the puck gets a weird bounce and a save had to be made there by Cardiff Bilodeau. Kerr front of big check making a play, but he played it right to the stick of Oliver. There goes down. It's going to be a penalty going against Renfrew. Kobalecki's going to be guilty of a trip. LaRock will go to to the bench. 6-on-5. Extra attacker is Lapierre. And Carleton will try to play this as long as they can. Dolver trying to play keep away here from Markwick. And Markwick will touch that puck up and get the whistle. Kobalecki off for tripping here. Successful penalty kill for Renfrew, rather. As Goodwin, who is back on the ice. Must have been a 10-minute. Goodwin, as he can't make a play as he goes down on the breakaway. Now a shot save made. Penalty coming up. It's against Goodwin. As play will be whistled down. Oh, and watch out. That's a late push there from Brown. And Goodwin with a straight right hand. Right into the face of Carleton. Lapierre not trying to let Brown off that easily. And Goodwin will be issued back to the dressing room again. No, he will not. They stopped at half ice. I thought it was a game misconduct against Goodwin. Must have been 10 minutes. It was just a 10-minute misconduct for both guys. Now Goodwin's back to the penalty, back to the dressing room. That's his second misconduct of the game. He was just allowed back on the ice and does something unnecessary. So I was mistaken. They were not game misconducts. There was a game misconduct to Cully. Touch that puck. Over the line is Renfrew with a shot blocked by Begin. Now in the corner, Osapenko will lose that puck to Devlin. It's a high sticking call. They'll go against the Junior Canadians, and Mears will go off. Renfrew is 0 for 4 with the man advantage here tonight. McCulley over the line. He'll fire it into the zone. On the blue line, Begin fires into the corner for Mears. Mears up high, Owen Devlin. Devlin back for Mears, and he scores! One-time blast for Graydon Mears, and it's 4-0 for Carleton Place. Some really great passing by Carleton Place. They put the puck back to the blue line. They got Renfrew's defense looking all over the place to find and track that puck. And it goes right back to the waiting stick. Grady Mears, he got his pass back and knew exactly what he was going to do with that puck before it got to him. Go straight off. The last thing Renfrew could use is bad injury news. It's Zach Lapierre for the massive check. Oh, man. And now stuff might get a little messy as Lapierre throwing a nice stand-up check, and Renfrew took immediate exception to that. It's a charging call that I believe is going against Renfrew. Block dump out by the goaltender by Keel. Now in neutral ice, Haggerty hit there by Dolliver and lost the puck. We got a battle here in neutral ice. Puck comes loose. It's going to be picked up by Renfrew. A shot, and they score! As Herrick will snap Larocque's shutout with 27.4 left to go. It's unfortunate for Carleton Place, but the game is out of reach for Renfrew. Nothing more than for Renfrew, if you're going down 2-0 in the series, you'll take the little victories when you can get it, and not getting shut out is a victory in and of itself some of the time. Larocque did have a shutout earlier on in the playoffs, as that'll be a save made by Carter Bilodeau. He's trying to find his second. Cardinal Place, no 11 shots in the period. They're the first out of 6 periods played by either side. Cardinal Place has 11 shots. That's the first time in this game a team has more than 10 in the period, or more than 9. Larocque will look at the clock. Renfrew puts the puck off the glass. The goal there, scored by Herrick, his first of the playoffs, is unassisted. And that will do it for the game as Carleton Place comes in, works hard on the power play, gets 3 of them in advantage, nearly get out unscathed, give up that 1 goal at the end, but win 4-1 and take a season series lead, a playoff series lead of 2-0. And Carleton Place kind of weathering that physical storm by Renfrew as they pull out the victory here tonight. We'll go to your scoring summary. Starting in the first period, Will McCauley's 4th of the playoffs on the power play, assisted by Graydon Mears and Jake Begin. Then Jake Begin would fire one in himself. That goal is unassisted. McCauley would find another one on the power play. He's 2nd of the game, 5th of the playoffs, assisted by Bergeron and Owen Devlin. Then in the third period, Graydon Mears, his 1st of the postseason, assisted by Devlin and Begin. William Herrick gets the 1 goal for Renfrew as they snap Larocque's shutout just before the end of the game. It's unassisted. Shots in the third period, 11-7. Shots in the game, 28-20 in favor of Carleton Place on both sides. 19 saves is all that Charlie Larocque needed in this hockey game. It's 24 saves for Cardiff Bilodeau. With his last second goal, Herrick will be your 3rd star. Jake Begin on the 3-point night is your 2nd star. And with the 2 power play goals, it's Will McCauley, your 1st star of the game. This series is back on Friday night in Renfrew for Game 3 before coming back to Carleton Place for Game 4. That's next time we have junior hockey on this ice surface for you. It is Saturday nights against the Renfrew Timberwolves in Game 4. And the way it's going, there is a not 0% chance that could be a possible series-clinching game for Carleton Place. Thank you so much for joining us here on your Tuesday night. Have a great rest of your night. Thank you so much for joining us again. Zach Beam signing off. Final score again, Carleton Place 4, Renfrew 1. Carleton Place takes a 2-0 series lead.